Welcome to News Today with WW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Here now the news for December 13th, 2019. As demolition powers through the former Innoventions / Communicore West building at Epcot, it has left the space completely stripped down to its steel framework. The building now stands completely bare, a jarring sight in plain view of guests. With no back walls or windows left, you can see right through the entire space to the other side of Future World. As a reminder, this building will not be repurposed or refurbished in any way, but fully demolished and leveled in the coming weeks, if not days at this pace. The area will be used to make room for the development of a new festival center as part of the World Celebration, one of the new neighborhoods at Epcot. Disney has announced an updated slate of performances for their upcoming Disney on Broadway series of the 2020 Epcot International Festival of the Arts, which begins on January 17th. New performers include Liana Hunt from Newsies, Michael James Scott and Adam Jacobs from Aladdin, and Sydney Winters from The Lion King. You can see the full schedule of performers on wdwnt.com. In order to accommodate the early crowds heading to Hollywood studios starting on December 13th and through December 21st, the Disney Skyliner will open at 6:45 a.m. and run through 10:30 p.m. across all three lines. In a similar vein, minivans bookable through the Lyft app will now be available starting at 5 a.m. Do note that if you're looking to be among the first to ride Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, a 7 a.m. arrival may not even guarantee a boarding group for access. Boarding groups have run out as early as 7:20 a.m. on some mornings, with today's boarding groups fully distributed by 8. If you're planning on taking the Disney Skyliner, operating hours may still vary due to downtime or inclement weather. At Disney's Grand Californian Hotel and Spa at the Disneyland Resort, there's a new World of Color dining package coming to Storytellers Cafe. In addition to an all-you-care-to-enjoy dinner buffet and non-alcoholic beverage, guests who book this package will receive a voucher that grants access to a preferred viewing area at the Paradise Gardens Park for that night's showing of World of Color at California Adventure. Reservations are now open for bookings beginning on December 15th and can be made on the Disneyland Resort website or through the Disneyland app. Pricing is $50 for adults and $25 for children. Tax and gratuity not included. Theme park admission, of course, required. This is mostly being done because Carthay Circle will be going down in January, and that is kind of the home of the dining package. There's other ones, but Carthay Circle, one of the more prolific dining packages for World of Color. For the last decade and a half, One Man's Dream 2, The Magic Lives On, has been a live entertainment fixture of Tokyo Disneyland. Dancers, Disney characters, and a giant inflatable crocodile brought the show to life several times daily in Tomorrowland Showbase. After December 13, 2019, this particular show's magic will only live on in your memories and YouTube videos. One Man's Dream 2 was an update of a previous show that ran at Tokyo Disneyland from 1988 to 1995. The current version debuted in 2004 and stuck around twice as long. Guests have been experiencing the show in one form or another for a total combined 22 years. The titular one man in One Man's Dream 2 was, of course, Walt Disney. Featuring a mix of characters and scenes from the Disney movies, the show explored the ways his dreams have lived on over the years. This same venue will host a new greatest hits-style Minnie Mouse show, It's Very Minnie, starting January 10th, 2020. Very, Very Minnie will soon be taking over Tokyo Disneyland with some nostalgia-inducing entertainment, including that new stage show, a mini parade of some beloved Tokyo Disneyland celebrations, some incredibly desirable merchandise, and themed food. However, it's not a true Disney Park celebration without a popcorn bucket. The new Very, Very Minnie bucket features various polka dot patterns along with some pictures of characters in outfits from shows and parades from Tokyo Disneyland's history, like Minnie O Minnie and The Legend of Mythica. The bucket comes with a lid decorated with an image of two patterned bow, along with a Very, Very Minnie themed strap. Very, Very Minnie, a limited time celebration of all things Minnie Mouse, runs at the Tokyo Disneyland Resort from January 10th through March 19th, 2020. Disney is developing a technology that is totally not like the interactive wand experiences over at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. According to this patent application, the user of a directional antenna would send a signal to the second interactive device, which would then perform an audio-visual effect. Essentially, a gesture or activation of a button on the device used by the user would activate an effect on the intended location or target. The patent indicates the device wielded by the user could be a variety of objects, such as a toy blaster, magic scepter or wand, or sword. Also, indication that the interactive device the user is aiming at could be a character means users might be able to battle or activate interactive characters in a theme park setting. As with any patent, this technology might not be utilized, but this application means that the technology is at least being considered. Possible use of this patent could be, of course, Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser, where guests staying at the resort could activate a variety of interactive devices or characters. 2 iconic Disney films were added to the Library of Congress's National Film Registry as part of the 2019 class, according to Variety. Sleeping Beauty and Old Yeller, 2 beloved Disney films from the 1950s, received the honor on Wednesday. According to the National Film Preservation Board, the National Film Registry is a list of films deemed culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant that are recommended for preservation by those holding the best elements for that film, be it motion picture studios, the Library of Congress, and other archives or filmmakers. Other Disney films in the National Film Registry include Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Fantasia, Cinderella, Mary Poppins, Beauty and the Beast, The Lion King, and Toy Story. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to wdwnt.com. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notifications. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. And if you're wondering why the desk is so sparse, that's because we're about to rip this studio apart. We're rewiring things, we're moving the sets around, and so probably when we come back on Monday, there'll be a little bit of a different look here. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But don't worry, we'll have a nice set full of plenty of things for you to look at once again next week.